Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. These are the first words out of my mouth. And it is November 9th. So this is going to be a reading November 9 on November 9th reading vlog. So it's 8:41 right now. I have a few things to take care of today. I want to start reading the book. I just finished actually this morning. I've been up for like 40 minutes and I finished Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I read There Are No Saints like a couple days ago, and the second book, There Is No Devil, isn't out yet, so I read Brutal Prince instead. And while There Are No Saints wasn't my favorite, I liked Brutal Prince less. Mostly because of the language. I felt like some of the dialogue was like a little strangely placed and it wasn't like so fluid or natural. There Are No Saints was just more unique. Like I hadn't read a story about that before and it was disturbing. So that was pretty good for me. So I had finished that just now this morning, and then I need to get ready, start reading November 9, and I also need to like eat breakfast, run to the post office, I think, list some things on Depop, get a haircut. Oh, that was what I wasn't supposed to forget. Yeah, let's go take care of my teeth and then breakfast. Okay, so I'm properly awake and like dressed now. I'm not just sitting in bed contemplating my life, but I'm getting ready for the day now. I have part of breakfast. It looks disgusting. If you guys want the recipe for it, let me know and I'll put it down in the description, I guess. Anyways, so that's breakfast, and then my dad is going to this French bakery with his friend, so he's gonna bring back a chocolate croissant and some onion rolls. If you've never had an onion roll and you have a place by you that sells them, please go try it. Like, I beg of you, they're so good. And yeah, so anyways, I feel like I've been chattering. I'm gonna get ready for the day. It's now almost 10 o'clock. I took a very long time. It was only about an hour to get dressed and figure out my life. So my hair appointment is at noon. I'm probably gonna leave about 11:15 though, because I need to moisturize my face. That's what I need to do. Because I need to stop at the bank so I can give Casey some cash. Oh yeah, my cousin is my hairstylist. So, I feel like that's why I'm always getting my hair done, because she's my hairstylist. So the point of me is sitting down while I'm doing my makeup to tell you about all this stuff is to talk about the books. So if you haven't read November 9 by Colleen Hoover, I think you should. I think this is a great time too. I really like it. I think it's one of my favorite books by her. If you didn't know, I know Colleen Hoover's getting a lot of like buzz recently, as she should, but I think it's specifically because It Ends With Us is being written or produced into a movie, whatever technical term you want to use. I know Justin Baldoni is doing the like screenwrite with her. I'm pretty sure they're writing it together. There's been a lot of buzz over who's going to be cast as who. I'm really excited, since this is really the only opportunity I have to talk about it. If you haven't read it, that was the first Colleen Hoover book I read, and then I read November 9th next. And then from there, I completely forget what I've read. You could probably go on my Goodreads and find out if you really want to, but it's not all that special. My dream cast, because like I said, I don't know when else I'm gonna get the chance to talk about this, is Abigail Cohen. I think that she would make a great Lily. Sadie Sink is a young Lily. This is in a dream perfect world. I don't really have like a young Atlas in mind. I feel like there's a lot of people that they could get to play him, because Atlas, when he's younger, doesn't really have a lot of dialogue, I feel like. And then an older Atlas. I like Dylan O'Brien. I think that would be really good. Somebody also recommended Holland Roden as a Lily, which I love Teen Wolf, so I think that would be cool too, but I doubt that's gonna happen. And I think she's a little bit older than Dylan O'Brien. I'm not too positive on that one, so don't quote me. But that would be really cool. But I feel like a lot of people would just be like going as like Lydia and Style stands instead of like taking it for the movie as its own. So that's why I think Abigail Cohn would be really good. And I pictured somebody who looked more like Abigail than Holland. If you have no idea who I'm talking about, I'm really sorry. But somebody recommended Jamie Dornan, who played Christian Grey, as Ryle. And that is so accurate. Like, I don't know, just, I feel like Jamie Dornan's demeanor, at least how he acts on screen, is not very much of like Christian Grey. I feel like it's so much better as somebody like Ryle. Is that like offensive? I don't mean it. I think he just plays like the bad guy a lot better than he does. So, and I mean that, like, if you haven't seen, I know he was in The Fall, which is like a serial killer show. Yikes. But I feel like I've been talking long enough about stuff that isn't November 9. So, I did not read Ugly Love before November 9. I read it after, and then I was like, oh my god, wait, these characters, like, I saw it afterwards, had been in November 9. So I definitely suggest, like, if you're gonna read her books in any order, read Ugly Love first, then November 9. It adds for like a really sweet moment. Because I'm recommending it in that order, Ugly Love is like a brother's best friend situation. It's Miles and Tate. She's a nursing student, I believe, and he is a pilot. Really good, really juicy. Not The Blueprint, okay, just saying. And then what this whole vlog is about. November 9 by Colleen Hoover. I definitely think this is one of my favorite, like my favorite Colleen Hoover books. It doesn't really fit into a certain like trope because it's not insta love per se. It's also not like right person wrong time. It's also not like a slow burn, like one of those books where like you've seen all the, like you've seen this one couple through all the other couples books and like you're waiting for them to have their moment. It's also not that. It's kind of like a hodgepodge of all of them. I don't know, I really like it. It's definitely one of my favorites. And that's why we're doing a reading vlog. Also, I haven't had the chance to talk about this either because I haven't really been vlogging since the holiday season has started, but I'll show you guys when I'm finished with my makeup. But I did a holiday countdown chain, and when I made it, I had in mind that I wanted to read November 9. So that is today's like errand. We're gonna start reading. I'm really excited. I kind of want to do underlines like I did for the first time I read it through, but I want to be able to like differentiate, so I think we're gonna do a different color. Pink, blue, what color did I use the first time around? I want to be able to, if I'm reading and something really speaks to me, I want to be able to. So this probably is going to be spoiler filled. I just wanted to say that because this is a second reread and this book has been out for quite some time. taking a quick break. I finished my smoothie. It was delicious. Yeah, we're gonna take a break. I'm already on page 40. So, I'm loving it. It's just a good reread, like a comfort read. And then after I finish this, I'll probably like at the end of the video tell you guys what I'm gonna be reading next, because I have like a stack right here of the books I want to read soon. But once you've already read November 9, like since this is my second time reading it, so it's my first reread, because of the plot twist in the book, you like see so many more like little, it's so good, it really is. So I'm gonna go do this and then I'm gonna keep reading. All right, in the car. Yes, I am going to get my hair cut and I have a hat on, but you know what? It happens like that sometimes. I'm putting you guys down while I'm back out of my driveway because we have like our house address plastered all over our house, which is kind of, I mean, I get it for like postal delivery reasoning, but once I get like out here, then my street sign isn't available, which is nice. Okay, I probably am not gonna have this up for much longer because it's wobbly as hell, but we're in the car. I don't want to get this demonetized or taken down or copyright strike, whatever, but basically for November 9, there are like 3 songs that are so good. First of all, I truly believe that Burn or Watch by Billie Eilish should be the anthem for November 9. I saw a fan trailer for it, like a fan edit for November 9 on my TikTok FYP page, For You page, and it was so good. They had the girl from, I think it's Switched at Birth, maybe? No. I think her name is Maya Mitchell? I don't know. She would be a really good Fallon. Obviously, they don't. Fallon has burns and she doesn't. But anyways, that's a great one. Enchanted by Taylor Swift. I know that's like trending on TikTok right now because it's so good. Also Traitor, the 4th November. Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo. Iconic. Anyways, so I'm gonna listen to those songs now while I drive because I have to stop at the bank really quickly, and then I'm gonna run into Harris Teeter because there's a Starbucks in there, and then I'm just gonna walk across the parking lot to her salon because she works like right there, which is so nice. I'm gonna go in. So it's like 60 degrees out. My dad came back with the onion rolls. I ate them. I had to. They were so good. If you ever have the chance to try an onion roll, please do it. And then I'm still in my neighborhood. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll be back with shorter hair. Right now my hair, like when it's all to the front, is probably like right below my boob. So I'm probably gonna trim a little bit off, not a lot. I'm just telling her to trim whatever's dead, and then I'm using this picture for like inspo, I guess. I'm gonna listen. And that's it. I'm gonna go, and I will see you with fresh cut hair. And just like that, it's all cut. So we took off a little bit and did some layers, nothing crazy, but I wanted to show you really quickly. I just got a package in. So I got this green sweater and this lipstick by Revlon, like holistic tea tree conditioner and shampoo. It's supposed to be really good for like dry, itchy scalp. I'm praying at this point. And also this As I Am Dry Itchy Scalp Care. This is a dandruff oil treatment, so hopefully that will be helpful too. And then I got this advanced snail stuff. This is supposed to be really good for like damaged barrier. Again, trying anything here. I got this Can Make Tokyo blush. I saw a girl on my TikTok talking about these, or somebody in the comments of a TikTok recommended them. Sorry, hold on. Now it is all time for November 9. So I'm gonna keep reading it. A bunch of my friends on BookTube are like posting on their Instagram about November 9, and it's so good. And yeah, we'll check back in a little bit later. Okay, so I'm still reading. I'm like almost to page 100 of my reread. And I wanted to just start like adding in quotes. I'm not gonna share too many of my highlights or like quotes from the reread, because a lot of those are like things that I've noticed from like foreshadowing, or like not as many of things that stood out. One of them was, I'm not allowing this girl to leave my sight until I get at least 3 or 4 more of those laughs out of her. You'll never be able to find yourself if you're lost in someone else. One of the things I always try to remind myself is that everyone has scars, a lot of them even worse than mine. The only difference is that mine are visible and most people's aren't. I thought I was tougher than a word, but I just discovered that having to say goodbye to you is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Oh my god. She's startled by my words. I think she expected me to let her go without a fight, but she's not the kind of girl that you choose your battles for. She's the kind of girl you fight to the death for. I don't care about the book. I don't even want to finish it. All I care about is being with you every day, seeing you every day. I'm not finished falling in love with you yet. You can't expect me to just fall back into step with you because you showed up here tonight. I don't expect that, Fallon, but I do pray for it every night, down on my knees, to any God who will listen. Why didn't you tell me that the foundation you taught me to stand on is one made from quicksand? And of course, the quote to stop the world. Before the cab pulls away, I turn just in time to see him fall to his knees on the pavement in defeat. It took 4 years for me to fall in love with him. It only took 4 pages to stop. Those are some of my favorite quotes from the book. Now, it's already 4:30. I've got like a solid 2 more hours I can read before I have to eat dinner, and then hopefully we'll finish this bad boy up before I go to bed tonight. So it's 10 o'clock at night. I just finished my reread of November 9. I absolutely loved it. It was great. I didn't think I would cry because I didn't really cry that much during the first one, but I will say I was a really big theater kid, and I remember one of my first shows we were doing was a very emotional show. It had to do with suicide and miscarriage, and there was a point of being on stage, and when this certain scene took place, the play was Smokefall if you've ever seen it, but during the end of this act there was a moment where you could feel the energy of the crowd gasping, or if you could hear them crying, and you just knew that the spot operators and the guys on the soundboard and everybody backstage, crew and cast members, were like, yes, because you were able to evoke such emotion through your art. And that's what Miss Colleen did. And it is a little sadistic, but I saw on TikTok that Queen Colleen was not having the best day, and I really do believe that is God's punishment for the 4th of November. So I'm sorry, babes. I hope you have a better day. But that is when I was crying the hardest. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one to hit quite as hard as it did the first time. I thought I would be like, oh, it's fine, you know, we've already read this. No, I still sobbed. So yeah, that was my reread of November 9. I hope this inspires you to pick up November 9, maybe next year or today. You guys are gonna be seeing this on the 10th. I'll have the link for November 9 on like Goodreads and Amazon down below, I guess, if you want to buy it. I know they did change the cover, and I'm sorry about that because I think this one is nicer. So yeah, I did tell you guys at the end though, I would tell you what I'm reading next, which here's my little stack. Upstream by Mary Oliver. It's a collection of her best-selling essays. I'm really excited. Look at that cover. We need another Coho book to continue on with now that I've reread November 9. So we're gonna go with All Your Perfects. I haven't read this one. There is, I think, miscarriage or infertility, something triggering, so please look up the warnings. I still need to do so myself just to prepare. And then One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Excited. These both kind of consist of like marriage plots, which I feel like that's not something I read about too much. Usually they're like in a relationship working up to getting married. I don't feel like I ever start books where we're plopped in the middle with an already together couple, and I'm excited for it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're all having such a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.